Good Saturday morning to you. This is Laura, and the boys had spent the night at a friend's down the road, and so this morning I slept till I woke up, which was 8, and then I was lazy till 9:30, and I guess I'm still kind of lazy because I'm in my PJs and my wool socks and my Birkenstocks, and I don't really care. I was packaging a little gift for Patreon people, and I thought, I could do the same thing and pop them in my Etsy shop, and therefore making your own fabric ruffled ribbon to use in your journal, it would be really pretty for packaging, to tie a gift up with, or to staple. So when I'm doing journaling or memory decks, I don't have any of my little journals on hand, but like here's a memory decks card, and I use a tiny attacher, but you don't have to do that. You could use a regular stapler or a brad or a little bulb pin, which would be super cute. And I just take, if I want to do a ruffle, I'll do that. But if I want to just do, I have a bunch of little scraps over here. If I want to just use like just this little bitty piece, I'll just clip off all the little frays. And I might even fishtail it in. Why not? Do a little fishtail, squish it up. I'm sure you've done this. Put it on here, and I'm going to cover that corner. Staple. So there's that. I'm wondering if I have a bulb pin close by. I probably do. Oh, look. You could even do this. You could get, I like a lot of Tim Holtz stuff. You could do something like, use your little bulldog. I don't think this would fit through there. I sliced my finger on the little metal serrated wax paper dispenser yesterday evening. Oh, look, isn't that cute? That's just a little tiny snippet. And so you can shove it through there like so. Maybe not. Maybe I need my toothpick. Or this. This is a needle. There we go. I usually have toothpicks on hand, but I guess not. Anywho, and then you just pull it on through. And then once it's pulled through, you can kind of fluff out this was a really tiny piece of fabric. You can fluff out the edges like so. And like so. Kind of even it up a bit. Like that. So it's like a double-sided thing. And then come in with your little tiny attacher. Voila. Now that is cute. I like frays like that. You may or may not. Sometimes I even try to pull them a little bit to make them more frayed. But there's lots of things you can do with scrap fabrics. I am a scrap fabric collector. So any little bits, these scraps, all right here, literally came in a grab bag of scraps. And it was just a little tiny cello bag. And, you know, for relatively inexpensive. And yeah, I like fabric. I like color, I like texture, and I'm tactile. So I like to be able to feel and touch all the textury, colorful things. So there you go. I'll look for a bulb pin and we can do it. But I thought in a little bit. And so there's that. I am going to be, oh look, there's another one. That's cute, isn't it? But you can tell it was used for something. I don't know where I got it. Somewhere on Etsy or Instagram. But you can definitely tell a difference, like in fabric. Like the quality of the fabric, or the, I guess the smoothness, maybe the tooth of the fabric. This is really pretty, but this is way softer than that. Art Gallery fabric is a really nice fabric, like this right here. Just feels so good. So I thought I would do some packaging, and it's another one. You can just tell. I don't know if this is Art Gallery, but it is soft. So I'm just going to cut a little bit of fabric for a bit, and then I'll pause, and then I'll do a little tutorial. You probably know how to make fabric ruffles, but I'll do one anyway, and go from there. This little Swiss dot, I think that's what this is called. Look at that. It's like this hot pink. And then that's what it looks like on the back. So all those little bits were just woven in by the machine. It's actually like a little diamond or a little oval. Anywho, so just join me and for a little bit. I won't make this too long, and then I'll come back with a little quickie tutorial with the things that I've cut. I do not have a huge pile of purple because I am not the biggest fan of purple. I'm sorry if that offends anybody. If it's your favorite color, I'm sorry. Orange is probably not a color that I like either as much as the others, but you can see how orange and this purple kind of pop. Now I will say, like, if orange is like cute, like these apples, I think this might have been Heather Ross with the pinks and the yellows. I like that. But this, meh. This, I like that because it's paired with yellows and greens and pinks. I guess I'm just not an orange by itself kind of person. So, I don't know, oh, what's in here? I am going to cut some of this fabric. I have all colors. Some of it has already been cut, but I wanted to add more. And then I'm going to finish cutting all of these things and then package them up like this. And I mean, this is, I don't know how much it weighs, but there's a good variety of the rainbow. Here, let's lift you up. The rainbow of colors that I have. I have greens, blues, blacks, and then I still have some more. Oh, and yellow. Where did yellow disappear to? Oh, she's way over here. I have yellows. And so, yeah. So they're kind of in a jumble right now. They were neat, but then I decided I needed more blacks, some more blue and green. I had to go search, hunt up purple, and I wanted some lower volume reds compared to like those reds. I wanted a few lighter color reds. And so that's what I'll be doing. And I'll do this for maybe a couple minutes, and then I'll pause and package it up. You can see I tore this. I usually like to tear fabric, but then when it comes to, I think that's cute. There's a little bird nest, a telephone, butterfly. Look at that one. Little cuckoo clock. And what's on here? I don't know what that is. Little eyeglasses. That's cute. I like that. All right. So I'm going to be in my squeaky chair. I'm going to pull you down here. Hopefully my... And then I am gonna just cut. I use an OmniGrid cutter, which I like because it has a heavy duty setting and a light setting. I could probably stack these. And I do like kind of making it small amounts, because then you can where'd my over here, because then you can make your ribbon really colorful. So like this one was a real small one. There'll be varying sizes, because this was probably longer, this was shorter. So, there's this one. So, there we go, in the purple pile. Make this one a little longer because I have a lot of it. Let's trim that up a bit. A good length. You want to definitely vary your sizes. If you have your own fabric stash, you could totally do this as well with your own and just vary the lengths of your fabric. This one is folded, I think. No. And that way you have a variety of different, lengths of your ruffle. And I think I'm going to continue with purple. I have this little scrap, and while it's mainly gray and I don't know, I'm going to put it in the purple pile just because I feel like it goes best. I think we're doing about 1 inch. So anywhere between 1 inch and 1.5 inches is what I like to do. I don't mind if it is not. I don't know if I have an example. Well, like this one right here. I mean, this piece is wider than this piece, and I don't mind that because I feel like it gives variety, and variety is the spice of life. And so I won't. Some will be maybe a little bit wider, one maybe a little less than 1 inch. And you can see here. So this is a little bit different. So when you sew it together, it'll decrease in size and then increase back in size. And I don't know, that just kind of makes me happy. I know some people like things to be really uniform, but I like things to look a little wonky. Maybe one more. Okay, there we go. And what other, oh, I had this little gingham. I think some of these came from an Etsy order from Cheryl. How are y'all doing today? It is, I'm in Texas, South Central, and really more south than central, but people still say South Central, near San Antonio. And it is muggy and damp and kind of a gloomy day. We are about ready to get a colder front, not like the north, obviously, but it will get down into the 30s at night, which for us is chilly. And we're supposed to get some rain, which is good. We had rain the other day, and we are in such drought. I know California, Nevada, Arizona, I think, are all in drought. Texas for sure. I don't know about the other states. I don't know if it's like countrywide that people are in drought, but we're in a pretty severe drought. I grew up in Houston, and I mean, I think their yearly rain average is supposed to be like maybe 60 inches of rain because they're so close to the coast. And even they are in drought. I think our average is somewhere in the 30-ish range, which it's good. I like it, but I like rain. I grew up with rain, and I like rain. Oh, look at these crazy. Well, that's black. Let's see. Look at this. This is a Tula pink. I got it for these colors, not necessarily for the monkey, but that monkey is, that, I don't know, not a fan of the monkey, but if somebody wants it, I'll pop it in an envelope and send it to you. Just drop me a comment. Some people love monkeys. When we went to Uganda to adopt our youngest 3 sons, we have 5 sons, we went to the Nile Resort, which was a very nice hotel in Uganda, and kind of outside of the town we were in. And the monkeys there were like squirrels. If you were eating, like, we would get naan and fish and chips and pineapple, whatever, from the little restaurant there, and they would bring it outside by the pool. We didn't stay in that place. We just visited it about 3 times with the boys to let them swim. But the monkeys would come and sit on the table just waiting for you to hand them a bite. And if you left food on the table to get back in the pool or to sit on a lounger, they just took off with all of your stuff, with all your food. A funny thing about that resort it was beautiful. It was literally overlooking the Nile River in Uganda. And the pool had mosaic alligators on the floor of the pool and on the sides of the walls. And it was really beautiful. But because the boys had never, you know, been to a pool before, they were in the orphanage, a good orphanage, but I mean, they had 60 kids. You can't take 60 kids swimming who don't know how to swim. So Alan thought those alligators were legit real, and he was not having it at all. We tried and tried and tried, and he would ride Jeff's back, like up on his shoulders, and play in the baby pool, but he was not getting in the pool with the alligators. They were like, no, no. And the water was freezing. The water was really freezing. You would think it would be pretty hot, but where the town was that we stayed is close to Lake Victoria, and it has really pretty moderate temperatures. It's right on the equator, so it's not like it's blistering hot all the time. It's very temperate, maybe 80 degrees or so. It never, I mean, sometimes it would get hot, but not like enough to warm up a pool. Let's put it that way. Not consistently for days and days and days. And they also had lots of rain come off of the lake. And so, yeah, it just was not it was not conducive to warm water. But it was refreshing. And so, yeah, that was funny. Well, now that you've seen me cut, I'm going to pause and finish all this, and then I will come back with a tutorial. See you later.